Hello, everyone. I'm Candice Coleman.
And I'm Jeffrey Wilson, and welcome to the Daily Mix.
How are you?
I am fantastic. Every day above ground's a good day.
It is. You go to Mardi Gras this weekend? Get some beads, mister?
I did. I did a little work, a little bit of play too, but I definitely had a good time.
Well, very, very good. Well, it was such a busy weekend in St. Louis between Mardi Gras and the big game, but now there is another big game to look forward to.
Absolutely. Arch Madness is right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, when 10 teams from the Missouri Valley Conference will converge on the city March 3rd through the 6th.
And this is so cool. Explore St. Louis is giving you the chance to be a part of the excitement with a prize package that includes 2 all-session tickets to the 2016 State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Championship. Wow, that is a mouthful. Hotel accommodations for 2 for 3 nights, and tickets to popular St. Louis attractions.
Absolutely. You can register to win the ultimate Arch Madness giveaway at ExploreSt.Louis/win now through February 18th.
Very cool. And Major League Soccer is looking for a stadium site in St. Louis and planning for its financing and operations immediately, according to the Post-Dispatch. And the league's commissioner, Don Garber, said they are excited about the possibility of an expansion team playing in St. Louis. There are 3 major factors when it comes to expansion: ownership, stadiums, and fans. And you know St. Louis already has the most passionate fans.
No shortage of them. And as far as the location, the Mississippi River location being downtown seems to really have caught their eye, ladies and gentlemen. Once the site is firmed up, then they can start looking closer at operational cost and finding owners. If St. Louis does get an expansion team, their season could kick off as early as 2020. That might lessen the blow a bit to losing the Rams. I don't know.
I hope so. Absolutely. And right now, let's get to the Daily Mix. Comptroller Darlene Green is giving big love to everyone who came out to City Hall last week to donate at her blood drive. If you missed it, no worries. She'll be sponsoring another drive in August.
The St. Louis Blues also have their annual blood drive coming up. They're joining forces with Fox Sports Midwest, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and the American Red Cross.
They'll be at 8 different locations between Missouri and Illinois on Wednesday, February 17th from 1 to 7 p.m. And make sure you register at redcrossblood.org so you can get a free Blues t-shirt.
Absolutely. Now, tax season is upon us, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately. Now, it's time that you have to be extra vigilant against scammers. They're everywhere.
Protect yourself. Beware of phony emails and phone calls from scammers posing as the IRS and asking you for personal information. And please do not click on any of those links in those emails.
Absolutely, folks. The real IRS will never call you or threaten you or ask you for immediate payment over the phone or through email. If they're going to contact you, it's going to be through certified letter.
And the Better Business Bureau suggests filing your taxes electronically as soon as possible to send your refund straight to your bank account and away from those thieves.
Away from those thieves, ladies and gentlemen. If you need assistance with your taxes, Comptroller Darlene Green is sponsoring free tax preparations and banking consultations for low to moderate earners, senior citizens, and individuals with disabilities.
And you can find out more about the free event taking place on Wednesday the 17th from 4:30 to 8:30 at the William J. Harrison Education Center by visiting the National Association of Black Accountants at naba-stl.org/VITA. And I'm proud of myself. I'm getting my taxes done tomorrow.
You better do it. You're going to go to jail. St. Louis has so many great things to offer its residents. And according to Business Insider and Mattermark, our great city is the #1 fastest growing startup scene in the United States, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course we are. When creating the list of the top 10 cities, Mattermark looked at funding data as well as which cities showed the biggest increase between 2014 and 2015, and this statistic is going to blow you away.
St. Louis had over 342% deal growth in that time, causing it to beat out Kansas City, Dallas, Nashville, and Salt Lake City, among others. Way to go, St. Louis.
Oh,
doing
we are
it
just
big.
making all the top 10 lists on
That's huge
everything.
growth. That
And
is huge growth.
No, you know what's really huge? It's St. Louis American Girl chose St. Louis. St. Louis American Girl. This is huge as the hometown of their 2016 American Girl of the Year, Leah Clark. She lives in Lafayette Square, where her mom is restoring a home in Old North, and her dad is a Wash U professor. Look at that cute doll. She loves to root for the Cardinals, and she is crazy, of course, about Ted Drew's frozen custard. She is so adorable.
Well, and who isn't? An American Girl says the book Leah and Camilla is the first of the 3 books to be set in Leah's hometown. Throughout the book, the pair visit Coca, the City Museum, the History Museum, the Arch, Soulard Market, and the Jewel Box. And of course, they go to a Cardinals game and get themselves some famous Ted Drew's custard.
You got 2 girls. Have you gone to the Chesterfield Mall store?
I haven't. I'm not a
You
mall
gotta
person.
go. Yeah, you gotta go out there. It is so cool. I mean, I took my son to the one in Chicago. I dragged him through it.
Oh, yeah.
But it is like, I mean, they've got all these accessories for these dolls. It's quite the experience.
Oh, I need to probably do that. Then.
Yeah, you're gonna walk out
Up my daddy game
spending
a little
lot
bit.
of money.
Up my daddy game a little bit.
But anyway, the girls visited a lot of great places that also would be the perfect date spot for Valentine's Day. It's right around the corner.
Yes, if you're looking for more ideas, why not take a tour at the Chocolate Factory? The Chocolate Company offers free public tours Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. It's a lot of chocolate.
Count me in. Or you could take your date out for a romantic cooking class at the Kitchen Conservatory. You can call 314-862-COOK to make your reservation for this yummy class.
Or if you'd like to go a little bit to the outdoors, if that's your thing, you can take a hike at the Shaw Nature Reserve. After the hike, enjoy some hot, warm cocoa with your dessert.
Love it.
With your loved one.
And you can snuggle, and if you're still looking for the perfect gift, maybe you can find something this Thursday or Friday at the License Collector's first ever City Business Open House.
Smurfly, the open house will feature new and existing businesses, giving the owners the chance to showcase and sell their products at their services at City Hall.
And come on out and support local business on the 11th and 12th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the City Hall Rotunda. For more information, you can contact Bill Ray at 314-662-3306 or Ray W.I. at stlouis-mo.gov.
Absolutely.
That was a long link,
Another
wasn't
mouthful,
it?
but go check it out, folks. You will not regret it. If you're interested in learning more about the electrical industry, you'll want to check out IBEW's Local 1's St. Louis Electrical Training Center's upcoming information session.
The session takes place on Tuesday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. at the Slate American Job Center on Market Street. Registration is required, and you can do that ahead of time at Slate or prior to the session between 8 and 10 a.m.
Absolutely. Now, you're encouraged to dress to impress, ladies and gentlemen. Bring your resume. Now, if you need more information, you can contact Construction Intake at stlworks.com.
And this is cool. STL Youth Jobs is accepting applications through May 31st for summer employment this year. The program provides 8 weeks of employment and work readiness training to city youth, matching them with employers in their areas of interest.
Absolutely. Now, participants will also receive screening, assessment, and training in job readiness and life skills, along with a job coach. First Financial Credit Union will also provide financial literacy classes and access to free checking and savings accounts. Most participants will work from June 1st till August 30th.
And the program is also seeking additional private sector employers for this summer. If you are interested in the program as a youth or an employer, visit stlyouthjobs.org.
Now, this is pretty darn cool. Check this out.
This story.
The American Kennel Club's St. Louis-based Museum of the Dog was recently featured in a New York Times article called "Dog Collars Continue to Fetch Top Dollar." That's so cool.
The museum owns 24 collars, one believed to have come from a Tibetan Mastiff owned by British royals.
British royalty, she says.
And if you haven't been to the dog museum, it is located in Queenie Park. I love it.
Now, if you want to check out their collar collection and more, visit museumofthedog.org for hours and directions.
Oh, those links are killing us today.
No, you got to go out and get that canine bling,
I
man,
know,
for your
it's
doggy.
so cool. And there's all kinds of fine art with dogs. It's a really cool place to go.
Gotta love
so
it.
you
Gotta
got
love
to
it.
check it out. I've been, I loved it. Now the 16th, I love this event. The 16th annual Hardee's Rise and Shine for Heat is taking place this Friday. During early breakfast hours, Hardee's will donate its sausage and egg biscuit products by selling them at a special price, and 100% of the sale will benefit heatupstlouis.org.
You can't beat that with a bat, ladies and gentlemen. In the past 16 years, Heat Up St. Louis has distributed nearly $750,000.
Wow.
That's $720,000 thanks to
Wow.
fundraisers like this. The region-wide fundraiser will help assist needy residents in paying for their winter heating bills. For more information about this great event, visit heatupstlouis.org.
Okay, parents, do you have kids who are obsessed with technology? I mean, they are all about the apps. Then you need to hook them up with this guy, Jared Arms.
This guy right here, we're all going to be working for him one day, ladies and gentlemen. So pay attention. This is Jared Arms. He is the CEO of Kylar.io. It's a company that kind of really does focus on teaching kids 8 to 14 about the intricacies of computing and computers, from coding to building apps.
Amazing.
Jared, awesome to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, well, tell us about Kylar for Kids.
Yeah, so Kylar for Kids is a program that was founded in, I would say more launched in 2014 for our first year anniversary gift. So what we want to do was pretty much celebrate and kind of start working on the future competitors. So we launched this program on July 11th, partnered up with Connections to Success, and we had taught the first class at Grace Hill Center down off Grand and Bissell. And that was like how the launch came about.
Okay, so you're working with the kids though now, so
Yeah.
you're teaching them how to build their own apps and how to code. I mean, kids like 8 to 14.
Yeah, so 8 to 14, and we're pretty much starting with Android development, so teaching them how to create Android apps, and then for the students who are interested in doing websites, we're doing like a intro to HTML5 as well.
That is amazing. You're like 25 and you're teaching these kids that are so young. Now, the classes are like every weekend?
Yeah, so for 2016, we have a class every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting from 10 to 12 or from 1 to 3 for the entire 2016. 2014, we only really did like 2 public classes, and then we got picked up privately from school. In 2015, we was more so in New York. So yeah, this year we back in St. Louis, and it's for every weekend. And we actually just had a real nice class this past weekend, so it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
And what kind of turnout are you getting? Are you getting like a lot of people very interested? Like you said, the kids are so into computing now, not just gaming, but almost what you're getting to now. Are you getting like a big turnout?
Yeah, so the first time when we actually did our first class, we had the YMCA reach out and they purchased all of the tickets.
That's awesome.
But so I guess moving forward now, the thing is they're trying to get the program into like more schools and different programs for kids. So we actually just was in talks with the YMCA 2 weeks ago, talking about trying to maybe get into Normandy, a different few YMCA departments around the city, then working with more companies too. So we had Connections to Success, where we was doing computer classes 2014, but for like the young students who maybe was under 18, we kind of started opening up more classes for them. So it's a lot, to the point where the schools now want to start to take the program in.
Are you seeing a lot of girls? I mean, I know that the boys are all about the tech. Are girls, getting interested in this?
Yeah, definitely. The girls are actually taking a hold of it way more faster than the young boys.
That's
And
all right.
they're
I
actually
love
more
that.
focused, and they kind of jump on it faster and kind of help me teach my younger students who may be boys. So yeah, they definitely on it. And a lot of them right now looking to do apps for like future entertainers or movie makers. So it's definitely cool.
And you can help them, once they create this app, actually get it into the App Store.
Yeah. So what we do for every class, we at the end, we do like a little mini graduation to get them a certificate
awesome.
and we let them hold up the certificate. We got all the pictures up on our website, and we also get them access to the app so they can use it, put it up on the Play Store. We're doing Android right now. When we start opening up iOS, they'll be able to throw it on the App Store. Aside from that, if they already working on an iOS app, we can still teach them how to put it on the App Store and then on the website. So yeah, we give them the whole little shebang bang.
Okay, so Jared, Jeffrey wasn't kidding. Okay, we are going to be working for this guy one day. I mean, we got like Google who's recruiting you and Facebook?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity last year to go out and do something.org, and what I was doing out there was building an Android application called the RBR, like the Report Back Reviewer. So they get all these different images in every day. They just hit 4 million users last year, so that's pretty big. So I'm looking in the system, I see 15,000 inbox on this section, 12,000 on this one, but they had to do everything manually. So it's sort of like Google when you use Gmail, do something, we did the RBR. When I was out there, I got the opportunity they told Google about me. So that's how that happened. And then Facebook ended up reaching out to me about seeing some of like my work on the web. Wow. So essentially, it was just like an individual kind of hire type of thing. Let's get you out here going and stuff. And I was like, then it came with some more opportunities too about continuing to help me get education and kind of thinking about like long term with the College for Kids program. So when I was talking to one of the recruiters, they like, well, we own Android. You teaching these 8-year-olds, what about when they get 18, where would they work? So right now I'm kind of like in the works with kind of working more with like diverse groups up there at Google and trying to, get more people. So versus just having like a little class or just going to school and do it, you can get in this program and maybe in the future get you a job at Google or Facebook or at Kylar.
Wow, he's dropping some bombs, ladies and gentlemen. Google, Facebook, Jared Arms is with us today. Big picture-wise, like 10, 20 years down the line, man, in-game, where do you see this company? Where do you see yourself? Where do you see the, in-game of the company here?
Yeah, so in the next 10, we actually started investing in like the VR technology about 2 days ago. So that'll be like the next platform that we'll move from pretty much like PC to web to back to mobile, now to be VR. And with Mark Zuckerberg there, everybody know who follow me on YouTube, he inspired me to code the whole social network. But they recently purchased Oculus last year for $2 billion, which is this cool VR startup, not VR startup, but this VR company in Silicon Valley. So that's just like the next wave. That way when people come to the class, we'll be able to pretty much teleport them from China to St. Louis like in milliseconds versus having to go everywhere physically. And then we'll be able to do more. So we maybe could, it's gonna be a lot of stuff, but VR gonna be the next, that's gonna be the
Cool.
future.
I mean, you're absolutely taking advantage of this technology, which is just growing exponentially by the day. You got any more final questions for our guy here?
What's a pimple?
So pimple, that's how I search out, and that's a good question. So just how we get pimples all day on our face, questions pop up in life. So we decided to name that pimple just because questions are gonna pop up. Now, like if you use search engines, say like Google, Bing, usually when you search for keywords, they'll list you over the list of links. So with Facebook opened up Graph Search a few years ago, pretty much where you get not necessarily information based off a public graph, but more so of your social graph. So like if you was to ask Google, what is Jared's favorite color, you may probably never find it. But if you ask for it on Pimple, you will be able to find it, but still using Facebook. So it's pretty much a search app that answers questions based off real people answering them. We just hit 27,000 likes on Facebook. So that's another thing that we do is teach the students how to make either apps or search engine apps.
It's like you're talking right on over my head. I mean, this is like unbelievable. We are gonna say we knew you went.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, Jared, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We loved having you. Check us out, by the way, folks, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. And by the way, another shout out for your website.
Yeah, Kylar.io.
Okay.
And just for the ones who may not be too familiar with using all those webs, and just on Facebook, Instagram, you could just search us on Instagram, Twitter, Google, whatever, Kylar.io, Kylar.io. And we have the College for Kids out right on our homepage. You can click and see like a list of the whole entire schedule, different pictures, interviews I've done in different colleges and different groups around the city. And sign up and we hope to see you soon.
This is a very impressive young man,
Like,
young
my
gentleman.
God.
This guy's doing big things, man. That is it for us today on the Daily Mix. Keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time. Thank you.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, that is
Thank
like
you.
so.